Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. His weapon of choice is the big hook. But you have to be able to deliver it.
Yeah, and you gotta be careful. It can also backfire.
Solid right hand lands. And now he's targeting upstairs. Alvarez is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo.
Punch it! Move your head!
Able to place the right hand in there. Committing to the combo now. Both land. A well-placed left hand up top. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. Well-placed hook there. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Goes up top again. Scores up top with the left. Rock'em sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
Solid hook. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Not able to land a headshot. Flush right hand to the head. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage.
Move your head!
Good step back counter punch there. Good flush shot upstairs. Good return fire that time. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. That is a sharp uppercut by Alvarez. That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Don't let him keep you.
Alvarez is in there clinching more now, it seems, Teddy. Is it me, or do you think he's clinching more after being hurt earlier?
But I think I'm watching a movie where, you know, in those prison of war movies, where they give you sodium pentothal. I think that's what the truth serum was called. And he's telling me the truth right now. Yeah, he is clinching more. He's not right.
Good solid right hand he lands there. Good strong combo. Piercing jab. When you sit in the pocket, you're gonna get hit. He did, but then he scored well himself. Solid left hand to the head. Punches and bunches, combination up top. A well-placed uppercut. Ricardo Alvarez is not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He gets off with a combination up top. And he returns on that exchange. And now you see him realizing why he's had success. He was aggressive at the end of the last round. He's coming out aggressive here in this round.
Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. He's staying with it.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Alvarez is still shaking after feeling that uppercut. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Solid left. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. And there he is, scoring with the right hand. Non-stop energy from both guys in this round. The final minute is here.
You gotta see that coming.
Up top with the right hand. Not able to land the uppercut. Alvarez has got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Nearly flooring him, the hook by Alvarez. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Alvarez. Nice combination, throwing more than one, both scored there. 3 rounds in the books here, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Alvarez has got to find that one thing that will separate him from his opponent so far, because it's an even fight.
And I think that one thing is the jab, because on the outside, just a little bit too often, they're both playing the game a little bit like, you leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. If somebody just decides to use the jab in those dead spots, they're going to separate themselves.
Another flush shot up top. Blocks it away. Some fine fundamentals. Good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Alvarez is doing a beautiful job here early on of counter punching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. And counter punching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tender, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Halfway through round number 4. Lands a big hook. Alvarez is again on the receiving side of an uppercut. And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of a jab. But when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
Alvarez's opponent landing an effective counter punch right there. Nice combination there. What an uppercut by Alvarez. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. We come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, the punch stats prove it, but obviously, listen, if you're going to work more than the other guy, you're going to win the round.
Yes, you are. Usually, as long as those punches have eyes, as long as they're getting into scoring areas, clean shots.
Solid counter punch by Alvarez. Goes up top with the right hand. Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes too is, besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, you know, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
He fires off the combination there and it lands. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Right back to it to the head. Blocks the shot and then does nicely to work on his own. Wow, what an uppercut.
Come on.
One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook? Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Right to the body. Well, that was his intention. That's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Good looking two-punch combination there. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. And we come to the end of the round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Alvarez's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, so for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Head movement.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Back to the head he goes. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Oh, that's gotta hurt. A sweet, fast hook floors him. Alvarez's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're gonna get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill sometime. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Well, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work. Ricardo Alvarez is... And now a little combination punching, landing both shots.
Watch the hook.
Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. One of those fights where at the halfway point, I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what the scorecard should look like. And I don't know that it even matters. All I know is this. Both guys have brought their A game. Both guys have come here to fight tonight.
What you know is that it's become a real war of will. Two stubborn guys, and they're gonna continue to argue right to the end.
Good start to this round, much like the way he finished the last round.
Well, he's taking advantage of that, and give credit for thinking about that. He realizes that his opponent might still be a little dazed, so he's not giving him a chance to recover. He's testing him again.
Unload. More punches.
Alvarez is looking for a way to get back into this fight, Teddy, because, you know, his way about him of being a good, steady, solid boxer is not winning this fight right now in these middle rounds.
So you're absolutely right. So, you know, the problem is he hasn't been able to gain the respect of his opponent. Has not been able to slow him down.
Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counter-punching. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Digging in with a left to the gut. That was the left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good, solid, and he crashes to the canvas once again. He's got it up before. What about this time? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. It's over. This fight is over by Ricardo Alvarez. Unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout.
Hands up high, we're bringing the noise. Sports, lakas ng Pinoy. Champions rise, we making the choice.